Yo, guys. Hope y'all Thanksgiving was great, great, great. Look at that eyelash, just out of place in a mug. That's what happens after you do them and you go to sleep and then you wake up and you be like, bruh. Anyway, I just figured I would get on here and talk about how much I miss my mom. So, Thanksgiving is like extremely hard for me. I don't know about the people in my family, but for me, it's kind of rough. My mom really enjoyed Thanksgiving. She enjoyed cooking a lot. Like, she loved to feed people. That was like her thing. Feeding people that didn't have, and of course, feeding her family. But she was the type of person that would like make these meals up to go give to homeless people. Like, that's what she wanted to do. And she loved to cook. So she just cooked a lot big. Thanksgiving was always big. I mean, she did this like all year round, like on her barbecuing outside. Like, I mean, it'd be the dead of winter and my mom be barbecuing. So, of course, she put something on the grill for Thanksgiving. Like, whether it be like a big piece of salmon or, whatever she decided she wanted to cook. But we had salmon and roast beef and turkey, ham, chitlins, collard greens, stuffing that I still can't get down peg. Okay, my aunt is not talking nothing about my stuffing this year, and I don't even really like it. So yeah, but yeah, like stuffing and the cranberry sauce, and she would make sweet potato pies from scratch. I mean, like my mom really, really, really loved to cook, like loved it, and so this is the second year that I've done all the cooking. So the first year was like hard, but I had like focused more on making two dinners because I had to make a separate dinner for my aunt. So I focused more on that than I did on her passing away. So last year I just kind of really, really focused on cooking, like, and I made myself extremely busy last year. Whereas though this year, I kind of made myself available. I cooked, but I had started like, a night or two before. I was getting like stuff prepped and cut up and, cause this is a made by scratch family. Like we don't do no boxed or nothing like that. I really wish we did. I told them next year I'm making stovetop stuffing. I'm so serious because the scratch stuff is like a pain in the neck, especially when you grow up a certain way. Like you grow up, you grow up like cutting up the cheese or shredding the cheese yourself off the block. So like buying shredded cheese, I just be looking at it like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But I don't really know the difference. I've never bought big cheese that was already pre-shredded or nothing like that. I just always buy the block because it's just what I'm used to. But anyway, so this year I kind of did everything and I made myself available, which made me like get into a moment where I felt sad and I went and picked my aunt up and my aunt was just like happy to be there and for us to be all coming together because last year I kind of just dropped food off and I went to work last year. That was another thing. I went to work. So I like focused on I cooked, but I just dropped the food off at the different locations and I went to work. We had, me and my husband had a meal here, but, so this year I didn't go to work and that made it just a little bit harder. So my aunt said, as I'm, driving to pick her daughter up, she said, I'm just so thankful that we're all getting together at your house. I was just like, yeah, and my mom's not here. So kind of sucks. I got a picture of her up on the wall right there under the Merry Christmas. Excuse my house. It's kind of junky. I'm trying to get it together. Got a little Christmas tree up. And yeah, so there goes some more decorations over there. My mom's over there too. But yeah, so this year was like a little bit hard. I went to go pick everybody up. And when my aunt said that she was happy that we all could get together, I like teared up and started crying. It was gospel music playing. I just felt really sad. And I miss her, you know what I mean? Like, and it'll be 2 years in February. And I don't know. Everybody always says, it gets easier, or, with time, just day by day, it'll get easier. I mean, I guess I see what they're saying, day by day, it'll get easier, because I guess they're meaning that, how I take it, which is, for me, it just doesn't get easier. It's not seeming to get easier. It's just, now I'm just learning how to live with a hole in my heart. You know what I mean? Like they had that song, Tell Me How I'm Supposed to Breathe with No Air. And I've always said, since my mother passed away, that now I know what it feels like to breathe with no air. Like, can you imagine just trying to breathe but can't, and living like that forever? That's how it feels. Like I don't know. I've never, like, I can almost imagine me breathing in sand, just a bunch of sand, but no air actually getting to my lungs. Like that painful feeling, like in your throat, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's like an indescribable, like feeling to lose somebody of any sort, of any, relation to you. It's hard to lose them, but a mom, a mother, and, or somebody that has raised you for all your life, your grandmother, anything like that. Like, it's just a painful thing. When my grandmother passed away, she passed away on my birthday, I remember crying about that, and I remember feeling that hurt. I think I felt that for about a year or two. Maybe the first year was like rough, and then the second year was like, all right, and then the third year was like, all right, grandma, I miss her. But when I lost my mom, it was like every single day is hard, man. Every day. Every day I'm like, trying to be positive and trying to smile and trying to do something, anything to get that piece, that little piece that's like missing. And it seemed like it was like so much. It was like a big piece. Like, you know what I mean? You lost a piece of your heart when I lost a piece of my heart when my grandma died. But it was a smaller piece. And when my mom died, it was like a big piece. And you got to live with that. All your, I know people who have lost their mom even earlier. And I just can't imagine, like, maybe was it easier for them? I wonder, like, sometimes was it easier for them because they were younger? But when I thought of that, I was like, they still miss big moments in that child's life. That child that might have lost their mom at 10 or 11, they didn't get to see their kid graduate. They didn't have their mom there for graduation and for the proms, or, college send-offs, or those big moments that, a girl wants their mom there for. You know what I mean? Like, I had to get married without my mom. Like, my mom didn't get me, help me get ready. And she wasn't, she was there in spirit, you know what I mean? But she wasn't there, you know what I mean? And then, you want your mom there for that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, we're getting ready to do the process of having kids. I want my mom there for that stuff. So, as things like that come, I think that's where, you miss your parent the most. But I came over here to give an encouraging word today. If you are like me and you lost somebody that was very, very dear to your heart, whether they were your mom, your sister, brother, cousin, whoever it was, the one thing that I want to say is that when I say it's going to get better, I mean that the only way it got better for me is by praying and talking to God and begging God to help me get through it. And I would love to say, like, that don't work. I want to say it. Sometimes I'll be like, that don't work. But honestly, for me, that was the best thing that I ever did. The best thing that I ever done was to stop drinking, to stop focusing on the fact that she's not here, and start focusing on what I can do to make her proud. How she taught us to be fully focused on God and make him first in everything that we do. Her favorite saying was, make God a part of all your decision making. That was her favorite saying. And I'll say that the best thing that my mom ever taught us was to keep God first. And with him, I have overcome some crazy things. So, if you're going through that pain and that agony of losing somebody that is very close to you, nope, the crying not going to stop. And maybe eventually it will. Maybe it will down the line. But at this moment, if you in the early stages, no, you still going to cry. Yes, you're still going to feel bad some days. And God ain't asked us to be perfect. And that's what I love. Because he didn't. He asked us to have a pure heart. He didn't ask us to be perfect. We are not Jesus. We cannot do it, honey. We can't do it. If somebody asked you to die for these fools around here, these fools in this world, you would be like this, God, you picked the wrong person. Excuse me, Lord, not me. But he didn't ask us to be perfect. You know what I mean? He asked us to follow him. He asked us to keep trying. He asked us to keep praying. He asked us to keep asking for forgiveness. He asked us to just practice reading his word and living for him. Practice. Because we are flesh. So we're going to do some messed up stuff. But in the end of everything, if we keep on doing what he asks of us, he in turn will give us what we need. And I'm telling you, he gives me what I need. I've been many days where I go up in my little prayer closet and I be like, God, listen. And I talk just like this. Yo, God, listen. All right, it's getting real down here. Okay, I just need a little bit of help. I mean, if you could just lighten the load just a little bit, tiny bit. I ain't asking for much, just a little slim one. Help me out. And he does. Sometimes when I do that and he help me out just a little bit, I be like mad because they say ask for what you want. So if you really need a big help and you don't need a slim, I suggest you say, look, Lord, I need you to get me up out, give me big. Because sometimes I just ask for a little bit. Like, he just give me take a little bit of the pressure off, and God be like, all right. And he take my hair and he lifts it off my shoulders. But anyway, y'all be encouraged, be blessed, man, because he is hard. It's hard going through loss. It really, really is. But keep praying, keep believing, keep trusting. And just keep that faith, man. Keep that faith. Keep that faith. The faith ain't even got to be big. God said it got to be this little. The mustard seeds are small. And that's all the faith you got to have for him to come through. That's it. And if you can make it bigger than that, then listen, I got faith. I trust God. I trust him with all my heart, with everything that I have. If I seen God right now and he was like this, hey, I want you. If I heard from him, and he said, I want you to do this, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm going to go ahead and do it because I know that that man is the way, truth, and the life. You understand me? He is the way, truth, and the light. He is that. He is that. And so much more. So much more. But anyway, I hope that I could have encouraged somebody today to make you feel good and make you feel like something. And even if if you're feeling sad, you're feeling sad. My husband's calling me, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'll talk to y'all later. Later. God bless.